All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everyone? Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome to the beginning of a new streaming week. Welcome to the first of 3 more straight streaming days for me. Today is Monday, June 3rd, 2019, and I am Darkside Phil. And I welcome you wholeheartedly to my first of 2 gameplay streams for today. What's up, what's up? How's everyone? How was your weekend? I hope you had a good weekend, everybody. For those who hung out with me, it was a pretty good weekend. We got some fun retrospective stuff in on Saturday, which was really cool. And then on Sunday, we checked out Code Vein and got some more progress in Phoenix Wright. I know it was a very eventful weekend, over the course of many different things. Sporting outlets or sporting outings. Many sports were played, and NXT TakeOver happened on Saturday. So a lot of stuff happened this weekend, right? Good stuff. This morning, we start off with some bad news, guys. Shenmue 3 has been delayed. Originally, it was supposed to come out at the end of August. They have now delayed it until mid-November. Reason being, they're saying that it needs more polish. It needs a little bit more time to be more polished. And I'm all for that. Please delay a game to make it better versus delay a game because the game's broken and horrendously garbage and you need to go remake it from the ground up. I'd rather just hear, okay, it needs a few more months because there's a few bugs and things we want to work out and make the game play better. Fine. Please delay it. So that way when it comes out, it's worth our hard-earned money, right? So Shenmue, now coming out in November. In fact, I should probably change this on my calendar right now while I'm talking about it before I forget. Let me actually look up the exact date for you guys. I have it right here on my phone. November 19th. November 19th. So let's go ahead and change that. Hold on. Let me do that. Okay. Great. Okay. Good. In reality, as for right now, that's actually not a bad thing. If you actually take a look at the game release schedule, November is a light month right now. We've got Death Stranding on November 8th, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order on the 15th, and now Shenmue 3 on the 19th. Or excuse me, yeah, the 19th. So 3 major releases so far in November, but I get the feeling once E3 hits, this coming weekend into next week, we're going to get a ridiculous amount of new release, dates that are going to go boom. And we're like, oh, shit. So, yeah, this calendar is going to populate relatively quickly, relatively soon. But that's fine. Originally it was going to be the end of August, which also would have been fine. There's actually not a lot going on at the end of August either. But, delays are delays. You delay it to make it better. Good. I welcome it. Please let the game be worth it when we actually play it, right? All right, so welcome everyone to the stream. What are we doing today? Well, we're going to finish up the game that I was playing last week, the indie game that, was really popular in May, out of nowhere, because the May's major new releases apparently were pretty underwhelming. And so people played this game and really liked it. We're playing A Plague Tale: Innocence. The first 2 sessions of this game, 8 hours of gameplay, were quite interesting. Some puzzle elements and stealth elements combined in with a really gothic horror style, dark, morbid plot with a supernatural twist. Your little brother is somehow infected with some kind of cursed blood, and we don't know exactly what the hell that entails. And this plague of rats is running rampant through France, killing off people. And then you've got the Inquisition, who's after you and your brother. And you've done everything to try to escape them. And then now you've gone back home to the beginning of the game where you came from. You found a hidden underground laboratory that your mother was working at. And you're trying to get more information about this cursed blood and also the plague. So that's what we're working on right now. In fact, that's where we ended last time, as we had fought through crazy infestations of these rats to get to the underground area. We've discovered Mother's secret chambers of, alchemy. And we're now gathering items and trying to read, through things on the walls and stuff and learn about this plague and what exactly it is, okay? So we are on chapter 12 of 16. There's still 4 more chapters to go. I don't know if this is going to take the entirety of the stream to complete or not. Some chapters are very fast and others take a while. So we'll see today. All right, and we'll go from there. But today we are going to be wrapping this up. on stream. Okay, so A Plague Tale concludes on first stream today. Later tonight, we've got some Minecraft action for all of you. A nice chill Minecraft stream where I will be, hopefully, improving and maybe finishing up with the defenses of this village that I've been working on now for a while. For those who haven't been watching Minecraft recently, I discovered a village, one of the new style villages since the patch update about a month ago, that has the new villagers in it and the new commerce system. So I'm defending it. I'm building a big fence around it. I'm putting down torches and trying to make it so that enemies can't spawn inside. And there was a bunch of cave structures, big holes in the freaking thing that I patched up. So I think we're okay in that regard now. So now the focus is going to be trying to put gates on the fence so people can get in and out, and also building a big gate. I want to try to build like a giant arching gate out of stone that looks really cool. And I also want to put watchtowers along the edges of the area so that we can build ladders and stuff on the watchtowers to climb up and look around. And then once that's done, then I'm probably going to be trying to set up actual commerce with the villagers and see what we can do. See what items do I need to actually trade with them and level them up. And once I find that out, go get some of those items. And in fact, I know for a fact that the carrots are finally in this town. I've never found carrots before, so I'll be able to harvest some of those, maybe bring those back to my home base and plant some carrots. So I have carrots growing now, and I can use those for multiple things. And then grab whatever resources I need to trade and go back and do some trading to level up those villagers and get stuff going. All right, so we got a lot to do in Minecraft. It's been pretty busy recently, so that's a good thing, right? So that'll be tonight's chill stream, okay? Tomorrow, I've made my official decision, everyone. I am going to be starting up Layers of Fear 2, all right? Someone actually already gave me a significant amount of PlayStation credits. I think $25 in PlayStation Network credit, and the game, I think, is $30. So tomorrow, I'm going to start up Layers of Fear 2. This is a survival horror / psychological horror game, and I want to play it. I've been liking the creepy vibe of A Plague Tale, and I want to continue on with that for now. All right, so that's going to start up tomorrow. I don't know how long the game is, but we'll give it a shot. 4 hours of Layers of Fear 2 on the main gameplay stream tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow night, Tuesday night, will be my weekly session of Black Ops 4 Blackout Battle Royale gameplay. Very nice. I always do that once a week. You guys seem to really enjoy it. And then on Wednesday, I'll either do more Layers of Fear 2 if I'm digging the game. If not, we'll do some Mortal Kombat 11 where I'll try out a new character. So it'll be dependent on how it goes on Tuesday, okay? And then on Wednesday night, more Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. Yes, it's my second session of the week. I need to get, at least 2 sessions in every week now to try to finish this game up by hopefully either the end of this month or early July, all right? And then I'm off on Thursday. I'll be back on Friday with more. What will it be? Will it be Mortal Kombat, or will it be Layers of Fear 2? I don't know. We'll see. It depends on, again, how this week goes, like I said. And then more than likely we'll be rotating back in, some of the chill stuff. So probably Friday night will be my MLB weekly stream, okay? Also, this coming weekend, it's the beginning of my E3 coverage because the E3 press conferences will begin. I believe there might be one on Saturday. If not, they definitely start on Sunday. So I'm going to work on getting that schedule together for you guys to let you know when the conferences are that I'm covering. The way I'm going to cover it is like I always do. I'm going to watch the conferences live with you guys here on stream, and then I'm going to immediately do a reactions video afterward to summarize and give you my honest opinions on everything that we heard in those press conferences, okay? Now, that's going to be balanced in with my normal gameplay. So, depending on what conferences there are and when they are, will determine what gameplay streams I'll be doing over the course of the next week. So, let's play it by ear. I'm going to get you guys the schedule soon. As soon as I get a chance, probably not tonight, maybe tomorrow or Wednesday, I'll sit down and I'll look at that E3 schedule and try to get that for you guys, okay? So that should be fun. I always love covering E3. So next week is going to be a mix of E3 coverage, plus probably by about the middle of next week, I want to do a special stream where I basically do the best and worst of E3. What I'm going to do is run down for you the things that I really liked about E3, the things I didn't like about E3, and also give you a full schedule update of all of the game release dates that are now available as a result of E3, of which I get the feeling there's going to be a significant amount of game release dates that are going to be coming out, boom, 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 as E3, progresses. So, It'll help to populate our gaming schedule calendar for the rest of the year, so we know, what games we'll check it out. All right. Alrighty then. Okay then. So there you go. That's the rough schedule for the next week or so. Hope you guys are excited for the E3 hype. People get really hyped for E3 usually. Let's see here. So the only other thing I want to say before we get to like the plug segment is this month, guys, for the month of June, I am trying to figure out what I should do for the subscriber goal, if I should even do a subscriber goal for this month. Okay. My idea for a subs goal this month is that if we hit the certain goal, which I don't know what it would be yet, but if we hit a certain goal of subs, we do a viewer's choice event. This means that every single viewer would be able to head to my forums at thekingofhate.com and nominate a game that they want to see me do a full playthrough of. This would go on probably for a few weeks of people nominating games. Then what I would do is take the most popularly nominated games and narrow them down to maybe like a top 10 poll. So, any game that was nominated more than once immediately, is considered for the poll. And then once this poll's created, then people would vote until we have one winner, okay? One game that is the game that I'm going to be playing for viewer's choice. The difference between this and previous choice-style events is that previously it was patron's choice, where only people who were patrons on my Patreon account were able to nominate and vote on games. And I'll be honest, even though I think many good playthroughs came as a result of that, sometimes it was very dividing. Okay, some people were like, man, it always seems to be a Japanese-centric game. Why is it that it's Danganronpa or Persona or Phoenix Wright? It's always a Japanese-centric game that wins these Patron's Choice polls. We want something different. We want variety, okay? So that's why I want to do an open viewer's choice event where everyone, not just patrons, can actually nominate and vote on games. Now, if you're a patron, you'd still get priority access. Like, the patrons would be able to nominate and vote as well. And basically, whatever the patrons nominate would get right into the final poll. You see what I mean? So there would still be some advantage to being a patron. But, I'm very curious what games you guys would nominate. I have no idea what you guys would nominate, okay? I've never done an open nominations process like this before, so I'm clueless at this point. So I want to do this. I think this is a good event. I've never done it before, but I tried to do this in April, and it didn't really motivate anyone to sub for whatever reason. People had always asked me over the years they wanted this. They said, man, we really want an event where everyone can participate or whatever. So I said, okay, we'll do it. Let's hit a sub goal. And, the sub goal, we didn't even get close. I take that back. I think there were 2 days where we were actually very close to the sub goal, and then we, didn't hit it, which was lame. We were right there at the edge, and then we didn't hit it, and then we never hit it for the rest of the month. So, should I do it again? Or, I don't really have any other ideas, I'll be honest. A lot of people have ideas that I can't really do because I just don't have time for them. I'm streaming constantly. You guys know that. 6 days a week, double streams, so you're talking 60-plus work hours a week minimum. And there's not much I could do outside of that. The one day I get with my wife, I can't sacrifice to do a special event or something. So, with as much time as I'm put into it and as much time as I have, I'm pretty much doing the max I can. So I can't really do, here's another special thing on top of everything if we hit the goal. I just can't do it anymore. So, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you guys would want to see. If you have ideas, let me know. Some people are saying DSP tries it returning. There's no point in doing that. Number one, I don't eat the fast food anymore that I used to do for the series. And number two, as I've explained to all of you, it's just a huge hassle, and it just takes away from my personal life to do that series. It was nice back when I lived by myself in Connecticut, and ever since I moved to Washington, it's just been nothing but a pain in the ass. So no, it's not going to be the return of DSP tries it. So, let me know what you guys think. If I don't have anything clear-cut as an idea within the next couple days, I'm probably just going to set up the subs goal as I just suggested, the viewer's choice event. Alright, and we'll go from there, and hopefully people will be motivated to sub for a viewer's choice. I think that would be cool. Okay? Fair enough? Alright. So, now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the gratuitous plug segment. Gratuitous plugs, alright? I want to say thank you. Thank you for 11 years that I've been a content creator Out of that, about 8 years, I've done this for a living. I absolutely love what I do, even though I've had to adjust what I do multiple times in order to stay afloat with the changing times. Being able to be here and interact with you and share my gameplay experiences with you on a daily basis as a job is an amazing freaking thing, and I love it, so thank you for that, okay? That being said, now that I am a full-time streamer, I rely primarily on contributions during streams in order to keep things afloat, just being honest here. And so anything that you guys contribute is greatly appreciated during today's streams. Now, just FYI up front, contributions are very much appreciated, but never mandatory. I am happy just to have anyone come by and hang out with me and, attend my stream and interact with me and share with this gameplay experience. That's awesome. But if you want to see this continue, knowing that this is how I keep things afloat and how things keep going, if you like these streams on Twitch every day, if you like the long-form archived videos of these streams that I put up on DSPGaming every day, please consider contributing in one of the following methods. All right? First of all, please check out my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil, where your monthly pledges earns you personal perks, all right, that are ways for me to give back. FYI, last night, I processed everyone's Patreon pledges. I looked it through, and only, I think, 3 people had pledges that were declined. I think that's, one of the least I've ever had, which is great. So I went ahead and I messaged all the patrons, and I let them know how they can get their perks if they pledged in May. Perks include things such as getting premium forum access, being able to get your question answered for sure on the Ask the King show, which is a bi-monthly Q&A show I do, or even getting a private Q&A video made. All right, so I sent out all that information last night. If you're a patron from May, please check your inboxes at patreon.com. If you're not currently a patron, please give the website a look and, consider pledging. It's a good way to get extra interaction with me for sure, and I appreciate anyone who does contribute. Thank you for that. Okay? All right, moving on. I have a Teespring store where I sell all kinds of fun merch, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, mugs, and the like. Anything you buy from my store helps me out, but you get a really high-quality collectible. I can personally attest because I own a bunch of them. I've had some of them for over 2 years now, and they haven't faded. They haven't worn out. They're really good quality stuff, all right? That's at teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. Please give it a look. Okay, now, if you are live here on today's stream, all right, and if you are, actually, I just got a question for King of Golf HD. Says, what does premium access give you? Well, it does 2 things. Number 1, it allows you to access the patrons-only part of the forums. He's talking about premium access on my forums. You get a patron-only area where you can talk to other patrons. Number 2, for example, for this month, if we do the Viewer's Choice event, patrons will be able to nominate and vote in that exclusive area of the forums their choices for this upcoming Viewer's Choice event, and it's a priority. Like I said, what the patrons nominate and vote on will automatically get to the final top 10 voting, versus everyone else will have to have their things vetted and everything. This will immediately just get right to the finals, okay? So it's basically a priority access. For being a patron, you get cool priority stuff. In previous events, they've been able to nominate and vote on things, for example, for marathons and stuff. They nominate the games and things like that, okay? So this is just another example. You do get some extra stuff, okay? All right. Okay, so anyway, getting back on the subject. If you're here live on the stream and you want to get some interaction with me during today's stream, all right, if you either cheer with bits or subscribe to the channel or tip me, I will give you a shout out during today's stream. Now, keep in mind that what I say and do on my stream is subjective, and I do have to abide by all of Twitch's terms of service, as well as try to keep a chill and fun vibe here on the stream. The whole point of the stream is that you guys can interact with me and see my live and honest reactions to a game that I'm playing, while we all just kind of have a fun, relaxing time. We're not trying to bring up, things that are going to be controversial and or piss people off, like politics or religion. We're not going to bring up drama. We're not going to insult each other, right? Or other streamers. We're not going to bring up negative memes for other streamers. That's the whole point, is to kind of have a more fun, relaxing thing. Those things exist outside of my streams all over the internet. You can go those other places if you want them. This is not the place for that stuff. Fair enough? Okay. Now, I have a stream stats leaderboard at the top of the screen where I keep track of many stats, including total subscribers for the day, as well as top cheerer and top tipper. So if you're either the top cheerer or top tipper of the day, you will get up on that leaderboard to give you extra recognition, which is pretty cool. Now, also, overnight, our cheering leaderboard has reset. Okay, this is a leaderboard that sits at the top of the stream chat. You can see it if you're on the desktop version of the site. It reset completely, all right? And so it is now at, it was at 0. We had a couple people who actually cheered overnight, so they're up on the leaderboard. Great opportunity today if you cheer to get recognized and get up on that leaderboard because it's at 0, okay? Very easy to get to the top 10 cheerers of today because it reset itself. Fair enough? Now, one final thing, everybody. Right now, just real talk, personally, I'm in one of the worst financial situations of my life. I don't know how I'm going to make ends meet and pay my bills, being very honest with you. It's been through your support that I've basically been able to make ends meet. And I want to say thanks to anyone who did contribute over the last few weeks via tipping, because tips have helped me tremendously. That being said, if you want to help me out the most right now and help me get through this tough time, please consider tipping me. Tipping me, it means that those funds go right away to my bank account and allow me to spend on bills, which I need to, okay? So, there's 2 ways that you can tip me. If you look below the stream, there's a tips jar button that you can click on, or you can type !tip into the stream chat. That'll bring up the link. Either way will bring you to my PayPal tips page, all right? If you're going to tip me, there's a few things you should know. First of all, it does not require a PayPal account at all. You could use a debit or credit card to leave a tip. There's actually a button right there on the page to do it. In addition, you don't have to use your real name or identity to tip me. Some people, when they contribute on the internet, are a little bit afraid. You're like, man, some troll might come after me and try to harass me if I support someone on the internet. You could just completely make something up. Make up a name, or, go ahead and just say anonymous. And that way I won't know who you are. No one will know who you are. It protects all that information, okay? So please consider it. Thank you to anyone who has tipped me before. Tipping has really kept me afloat this last month. And, until things get more settled in the next month or two, I'm probably going to still be reliant on it. So thank you to anyone who has tipped. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for that. Now, that being said, I'm not looking at gift horse in the mouth. If you guys cheer or sub or buy something for my Teespring, or pledge to my Patreon, all that also helps, and I'm very appreciative for anything, okay? I really am. But right now, it's the tips that are going to keep me going, so please consider it, okay? All right, guys, so now it is time to give credit for those who have contributed, all right? And let me go ahead and, oh my God, so everything's locked up. What's going on? Gotta refresh. Sorry, guys. This laptop stinks, but I gotta put up with it. I can't afford another one, so. Hey, it works. It's just a little bit rough around the edges. Still getting it's getting a little long in the tooth for a laptop. Remember, I bought this laptop, I think it was 2012 when I bought this laptop. So, you're talking 7 years that I've been using this laptop on a daily basis all day long while I streamed. So I'm not surprised that the thing is crapping out on me. Actually, I take it back. I remember. I bought it in 2013. The reason I remember is it was when I had started live streaming. And previous to that, I had used a different laptop. It was an Alienware, and it broke. The hinge on the laptop was snapping, and it was separating the screen from the actual keyboard part of the laptop. And I was like, dude, this thing's a piece of shit. I got to get rid of this. And so I ran out and I bought, this is actually a laptop that was considered a refurb at the time. It's a nice laptop, don't get me wrong. It's got a ton of use. I've gone on trips and used it to watch videos and movies, and it's been through the ringer. It's got a ton of use, but it just sucks that it's so slow at this point. But anyway, I digress. It refreshed finally. Here we go. So we start off with Dolphin Splash, who did a 50-bit cheer overnight and asked the following. He said, recently some generous fans have given you alpha codes for things like Neo 2 and Code Vein. Does it mean you're more open to getting games for free now? Excuse me. If so, I hope you can email devs and publishers and request game codes. You can even use sites like Blank or Blank. I guess you didn't realize you cannot put links into cheering. It doesn't capture it. They make it easy to get game codes for a streamer or a YouTuber. There are even paid sponsorships you can apply for because Switch bounties don't work for you, blah, blah, blah. Dolphin Splash. In a nutshell, I do not approve of an elitist group of people getting full game releases early and broadcasting them to the internet for mass profit. I don't believe that influencers should get games early play the games and not be able to be honest about the games because there's a review embargo, basically overhype the games and then get paid to do so. I think it's incredibly dishonest. It's a paid advertisement, and a lot of people, sadly, are so gullible. They fool for this kind of shit. They get fooled. I was supposed to say they fall for this kind of shit. They get fooled by it, thinking the game is good, then they run out and buy said game. In addition, because a certain influencer slash streamer gets access to a game early, people then throw money at them. Oh, thanks for showing me this game early. Here's some money. It's not fair. Why are they so special? Why are they better than us? And I don't mean why are they better than me. I mean, why are they better than all of us? Why does a certain group of influencers, why are they so fucking important to the planet that they get early access to everything? Why, you know what I mean? I never support that. Never. It's been very rare in my 11 fucking years that I have done this, that I've gotten early access to anything. And I never seek it out. I should say this up front. I've never sought out early access to a single thing. Not once in my lifetime have I asked a company, can I get early access to your game because I think I'm better than everybody else. I've always prided myself on being the guy who I think I'm a Joe average gamer. I shouldn't get anything better than you. I play the game on release day, right? I was the one back in the day on YouTube. I would line up at GameStop at midnight to buy the game, rush home, play it, record it, and put those videos up on YouTube immediately. That was before there was a special group of elitist guys and people who got these games a week early and got to play them to make mass profit, okay? So, very, very rarely have I ever done. In fact, I think on one hand, can you count in the 80,000 videos in 11 years that I've done this for a living, all right? Can you count how many times I've ever gotten early access to a game? And like I said, I've never actively sought to get it. Like some of the situations where I got it, I was just offered it out of nowhere when I didn't even ask for it. So that being said, in the situation you're talking about, Dolphin Splash, he says, are you more open to getting games for free now? I didn't get any games for free. What happened is that there were closed alphas for Neo 2 and Code Vein for people who I guess had registered long ahead of time. And a few of my viewers and fans got codes and were like, oh, well, we're not going to play it. So we'll just go ahead and send it to Phil and let's see what Phil thinks about it, okay? That's a very different situation than, oh, here's the full friggin' game a week early. Play it to make mass profit on your stream, right? That's ridiculous in my opinion. All they were a taste of the games just to see what the early builds of the games were. I didn't put too much time or effort into it. I certainly didn't overhype it. And the thing is, these codes, it wasn't even like, oh, I got the code early, so now I'm going to be the first person to play it. You know, I played them later, too. Like, both Neo 2 and Code Vein, I played, like, 2 days into their respective alpha events. So, excuse me. What I would say is this, Dolphin Splash. Am I open to playing games for free? Yeah, if you guys want to donate, like, if you guys want to help me out, and say, oh, yeah, we know that Phil's, having a tough time financially. Let's donate some games coming up so that he doesn't have to buy them all. Great. I'm always open to those kind of donations. Absolutely. But I am 100% against getting in cahoots with a publisher to become some kind of a priority influencer who gets special treatment and gets shit early. Like I said, I don't think I'm any better than any of you. I really don't. This whole wild ride of 11 years of being a content creator for me has been such a weird situation because I never felt for a single moment, that I was any better than any of you guys who watch my stuff. I always felt that we're all kind of on equal ground, right? We are all just people who are passionate about video games and who want to share those experiences. That's it. That's all it is. I'm not some kind of special influencer who deserves to get paid insane amounts of extra money because I have a fucking stream on Twitch. That's preposterous to me. And anyone who thinks that they deserve that, I think that that's fucking insanely ridiculous. And, who are you to think that you're better than everyone else because you have a fucking stream on Twitch? Like, you don't deserve it, just because you're getting special treatment. This reminds me of everyone else in my life who always got special treatment over me when I was going to university and I couldn't get into a good university on scholarship because they wouldn't accept me because of certain financial situations. I wasn't a rich white guy, so I couldn't get into Ivy League schools, even though I worked my ass off in high school and had all the credentials to qualify for it. Because I'm not one of the special elitist guys who gets the special treatment, right? And then I go to university, and I can't get a good job out of college because I'm not one of the special elitist guys who's in with one of these investment firms or businesses that's hiring and paying ridiculous amounts of money, right? It's like everywhere in my life, there's always an elitist class who gets special treatment because either they kiss butt constantly, all they do is kiss ass, paid advertisements, kiss ass, whatever, or because they know someone. And I've never been for that, and I never will be. I've always said, I'm one of you, I'm one of the people. And I will never degrade myself down to that. Okay? I'm just not going to. So all that being said, Dolphin Splash, again, if anyone ever wants to donate a game to me, if anyone ever wants to support me via that method, great. That's accepted. But no, I'm not looking for early priority access. I'm not going to sign up for some special fucking influencer program to get elite access early because I'm somehow better than everybody else. I'm not. Okay? I'm just not. And the other truth of the matter here, the matter of fact is, because I play games when they're actually officially released versus early, you know that what I tell you about a game is going to be my honest opinion. It's not sugar-coated. I'm not kissing anyone's ass. I'm being very honest when I stream games. All right? Because I'm not a paid advertisement like these other fucking influencers are. So you can watch me and trust me whenever I say and do it with a game. You can trust that it's my honest opinion, and I'm not pulling punches or telling you something is better than it is in order to sell a product. My stuff is 100% genuine and always freaking has been. Okay? So there you go. There's your answer. Shout out to Robin R4745 who subscribed to the channel overnight. Thank you, Robin. Golden Colts did 2 overnight cheers. Thank you very much, Golden Colts, for the overnight cheers. I appreciate that. Bleached Anus started off today's stream with a $3 tip and said the earth is flat. NASA lies. Well, I am technically going to put Bleached Anus up on my leaderboard here. Because guess what? That is technically the current and proper top tipper. However, what I'm hoping is by the end of pre-stream, someone will overtake that so we don't have to have that disgusting name up on the leaderboard for the entirety of the gameplay stream. Okay? Alright, moving on. Darkside Johnson cheered, asking about a possible collab. I am not interested in any collaborations with any streamer. Number 1, all it would do is cause drama. Number 2, I don't have anything in mind that would be a collab anyway. So although I thank you for the cheer and the suggestion, Darkside Johnson, I'm not interested in any collaborations in the near future. Okay. Vote Democrat did a 222-bit cheer and said, I have a feeling this new Call of Duty will be something special. Keep an open mind. Yeah, I don't know. I absolutely am keeping an open mind because, you know, anytime that a game company is telling me we're listening to feedback from the consumer and we're trying to do what's best to improve our franchise and make it viable for you. You know, I appreciate that. Because a lot of the times companies don't. They go their own ways to try to make extra money or whatever. And obviously that's really what we feel they've done with Call of Duty and nickel and diming us for fucking season passes and microtransactions and all kinds of shit over the years. This year, no season pass, returning back to Modern Warfare and apparently going to have more classic style gameplay. Hey, I'm all for it. We won't know anything else until E3. So when E3 hits, let's get some more information and go from there. I am trying to remain positive and optimistic about it, that it will be good. All right, so we'll see firsthand in the next week or so, right? Fair enough. Ace Best did a 300-bit cheer, and that actually makes Ace Best the top cheerer of the day. So let's get Ace Best up on the leaderboard. That's why I haven't put anyone else on the leaderboard yet, because I knew Ace Best was coming up here. Okay, now what this has done, as you guys can see in the cheering leaderboard, you know, it updated with just those cheers. So what I'd like to do is give a shout out to the top cheering contributor. Oh, hold on. Ached Bleenus has tipped $3.01. Ached Bleenus, which I guess is better than Bleached Anus. Oh my god. All right, this is pretty odd. I mean, it's better. I don't know how much better it is, but it's definitely better. Ideally, I'd like a normal name up there on the leaderboard for tips. Oh my god. Ached Bleenus. Okay. So anyway. Excuse me. Ached Bleenus. Let's go ahead and give credit to the top cheerers so far this week. There's not many of them. In 5th place, Dolphin Splash. 4th place is Golden Colts. Third place, Darkside Johnson. Second place, Vote Democrat. And first place, Ace Best. As you can see, it's pretty easy. Oh, well, never mind. Vote Democrat just did a 303-bit cheer and says, will you ever do an IRL stream in an arcade or something like that? No. And I'll tell you why. A couple reasons. I'll give you a few ideas. Number one, IRL streams, which basically means you stream from your phone, right? They're pretty intrusive on real life, and for me, as you guys know, I've been trying to very much in the last 2 years separate my personal life from my streaming life. I want to have a private life, which I did not have for quite some time while I was a full-time YouTuber. And it wasn't until that I became a full-time streamer that I decided I needed to make that division for the betterment of my own health, okay? And I'll be honest, it's been amazing since I did so, okay? It really has. In reality, I have gone to arcades here in Seattle. There's actually at least 3 different arcades that I've gone to here in Seattle that I have enjoyed going to. That being said, me, if I were to broadcast from an arcade, is going to cross that line of private life to, you know, content creator life. And I don't really want to do that, okay? It's a slippery slope of what's private and what's public. And sadly, when people see what's private behind the scenes, they tend to twist it against you. Personally, I know this for a fact because I've seen it happen to myself a million times. And I'm not too pleased with some of the stuff people have done with some personal information that they've gotten about me. To basically make my life a living hell, all right? And I still to this day am suffering from things that people have done to me, you know, years ago because of that shit, okay? The other thing is, a video arcade typically is quite loud. You go into a video arcade, it's a bunch of blip, 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 loud-ass games. Good luck hearing anything in there or trying to broadcast from in there. You wouldn't be able to hear anything, okay? So that being said, I have no plans of streaming from an arcade. Now, I actually have an interesting story for all of you, okay? About a year and a half ago, someone contacted me telling me that they were going to be opening an arcade soon in this area. And they knew who I was. They knew, you know, my past. Basically, they said, listen, we know all about how you're hated on the internet by some people, and that's okay. What we'd like to do is we're actually going to have several fighting game style cabinets set up at this local arcade, and we want to have you come by and maybe say like, oh, Phil, you know, former, you know, really good Super Turbo player is here, and this will maybe motivate a few people to come out who normally wouldn't and to play in Super Turbo. And just for you to hang out at our arcade and maybe even cover it, you know, cover it for your YouTube channel or whatever, to give us some free promotion or whatever, and we would actually, you know, pay your way to come out here and hang out at our arcade. And I was like, okay, this sounds interesting, you know. So I was in talks with this person for a couple months, back and forth. Nothing ever came of it. I don't know if the arcade even ever opened. I have no idea. Like, I was in talks, and then at one point he had contacted me last year and said, just so you know, we had some setbacks and delays, so it didn't go as we had originally planned, but, you know, we're still trying to do it. And then I just never heard from him again, and that was like over a year ago. So I don't know what happened. I swear, anyone I know who's ever tried to get into the arcade business, it ends up being a huge miserable disaster. Like, I knew a guy, his name was Andy, and he wanted to open up a Japanese-style arcade in America. This was his dream, his lifelong dream, because his wife is Japanese. He had met her on a business trip to Japan, and basically he loved Japanese culture, Japanese food, all right? He was totally into all this stuff. And he was like, man, I love fighting games. I love Bamani games. I love all this. I want to open up a Japanese-style arcade. So he did. His whole life, he saved up money, okay, to invest to open up an arcade. So finally, he finds this bowling alley in Rhode Island that is closing, and he's like, I can get it at a cheap price. So he he buys this bowling alley. He turns it into a Japanese arcade and bowling alley combo, okay? He starts running tournaments on a monthly basis so people could come out and play Japanese-style cabinets and everything. So everyone's having tons of fun. This place was open for a little bit over a year, okay? The guy, during the winter time, when things are slower anyway, decides he's going to shut down the business for a couple weeks to go to Japan to visit his wife's family, okay? Goes to Japan for 2 weeks, comes back, the entire fucking place fell apart. the roofing caved in because they had a blizzard, and this heavy snow and ice had piled on top of the building, and it's caved in the roof. Water poured down on all the cabinets, destroying them all. The whole thing was destroyed, and his entire fucking dream was ruined. And it was incredibly disappointing for all of us, because this was a place that we loved and we supported. We had gone for over a year to tournaments and events and told people, hyped people up to go there. And we actually had players, not even kidding, players from Japan who happened to be in the United States came by and attended tournaments there and stuff. And we're like, man, if we could have built this place up to be, you know, a big place, this could have been a fighting game and tournament hub on the East Coast of the United States. And the whole thing just fell apart. And that's fucking disheartening, man. I'm sorry, because this is a guy who had a passion and a dream, and to see it just fall apart because of bad fucking luck, it's fucking terrible. And someone just said, you know, what, you know, didn't he have insurance? Oh, of course he had insurance, but when you get something that's like a total wipe, oh, a flood completely destroyed my business, it's not going to cover everything. Like, more than likely what it did is it covered what he owed, you know, but now where do you get money to replace everything? You know, it's just not going to happen. Where's he going to get? You need to, and that's just sucked. He had to basically going back to his old job and everything, and he had to give up the dream. It fucking sucks, but you know, the memories that were made there in that year and a half that he had it were amazing. So, shout out to Andy and the former Tokyo Game Action, which was one of the best arcades I've ever been to, and he's one of the nicest guys I ever met. Okay, continuing on. That made me fucking sad. Continuing on. Let's see here. Peached Wayness tip me $1. Any chance you'll update the merch in your store? Possibly. I do have some new logos and designs for it. Like I said, I just don't have time. It sucks ass because to do it would take a few hours. Like, what I need to do is sit down, look at the design, and say, okay, out of these 20 designs that I have, I like maybe 6 of them. And then I have to load them into the store with different color options and everything. And it's not quick. It takes a while to do. So I just don't have time to do it. I want to do it, but I just haven't had an opportunity. I swear to you, eventually I'll get to it, but right now it just hasn't happened, okay? Golden Colts, cheers. Do you ever feel like your dress sense will change as you get older? A lot of guys stop wearing t-shirts, and even in the summer, wear linen button-ups, those Mexican guayabera shirts. What is a guayabera shirt? I have never heard that word before. The reason that I wear t-shirts is twofold. Number one, because when you're watching someone doing a game stream, you want to watch someone, or you want to look at someone who kind of feels like kind of youthful and into games. So when I'm wearing a shirt that's a gaming shirt or whatever, it makes more sense, okay? Number two, I work out of a very small, stuffy office, so it's constantly stuffy and hot in here. So if I were to wear a long sleeve or button-down shirt, unless it's the middle of winter, I'm probably going to be sweating. Just being honest here. Even in the winter, with the window open, it can get quite stuffy in here unless it's like a cool night. So for me to wear like right now, I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt because I'm in here and it's almost, you know, if this air conditioner were on, this office would be about 85 to 90 degrees. I'm not kidding. Right now it's 75 degrees with the air conditioner pumping. So that's what I mean. That's the situation I'm in. If I worked in a big studio that was airy and well aerated and had central air or whatever, yeah, I'd probably wear nicer clothes. I'd probably wear like a nice shirt, shirt or button down. Or you're right. I probably would try to dress up a bit more, but I just can't do it. I'm like kind of stuck where I am because of the situation of what I work out of. So, but thank you for the cheer. Golden Colts, good question. Frogs for Life tipped me $10. He said, shout out to all the frogs in the chat. Also, Phil, I had a great weekend watching the retrospective. Would you consider playing arcade ROMs just once, like Alien vs. Predator? Actually, excuse me. In the past, I've done that. In fact, a long time ago, when I was first doing direct capture stuff, I did a bunch of ROM stuff with John Rambo, co-op and stuff. All that stuff can always be found on DSPGaming on YouTube, archived. So by all means, go search DSPGaming to find a lot of old stuff like that. Would I do it in the modern era? I don't know. I don't know if anyone would be interested in that, but I'm always open to suggestions. It's a possibility, okay? So frogs, I would much rather have frogs for life on the leaderboard than people with bleached anuses. I'm just saying. Vote Democrat cheered, said, this motherfucker with the arcade didn't have insurance. Oh, I already explained the situation. There you go. But, when you get insurance, you're basically trying to cover yourself for the bare minimum. Like, I'll be honest, if my house burned down, yeah, I could probably get enough to pay off the mortgage from the home insurance that I have, and maybe I'd get a few claims on the equipment and stuff in the house and get some money for it. But insurance is never enough to cover a total disaster. It just isn't. You're never gonna, oh, I made enough money off the insurance that now I can totally rebuy a similar house and refurnish it with all the exact same stuff on the inside. That would never happen. Never. And that's what I mean. This was a total waste. Like he said, everything had flooded and destroyed. The bowling alley was non-functional. All of the machines got fucking flooded and destroyed. Like, it was a 100% wipe of the business, and he was completely fucked over. So, Dacky Smurf, cheers, is a study that was published says seeing yourself different now than you used to is both a consequence and cause of depression. What? Just listen to this. Seeing yourself different now than you used to be is both a consequence and cause of depression. It's also called getting older, becoming more mature, and becoming intelligent. Changing over time for the better or for the worse is something that just naturally happens to every human. So that study is a piece of donkey shit. I mean, because you changed over time or you see yourself differently, you're depressed. Like, no, you're just stupid. Shut the fuck up. Wow. Ben Boxer Charity says, come bust a move where the games are played. It's chill. It's fresh. It's Noah's Arcade. Oh my God. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, that's from Wayne's World. He goes, come bust a move with the games are played. It's chill, it's fresh, it's Noah's Arcade. Trying to, old guy doing a rap for an advertisement. And that's the kind of shit they used to do in the 90s, too. That's pretty funny. And then Wayne and Garth just told him that it was not cool. I remember they made fun of him. All right. So, thank you, everyone, for your contributions. In particular, thank you to Vote Democrat for the top cheer of the day and to Frogs for Life for the top tip of the day. I'm appreciative of that. I am. Reminder, all contributions are appreciated. However, today, the best way to support me would be to tip me. Tipping me helps me more than anything else, so please consider it. I think it's time to end the pre-stream. And then what I'm going to do is take a short break. I actually have to use the restroom. It hit me while I was doing pre-stream. So let me get out of the way now, okay? I'll use the restroom, and then we'll come back, and we'll finish up A Plague Tale Innocence. Should be fun. All right, guys? So please give me a few minutes here. I'll take a short break, and then it's time for A Plague Tale. I'll be right back.